Hi, I'm Jared Lurie. I'm a licensed and marriage family therapist. One of the program therapists here at Tri-Cities Outpatient Behavioral Health. And I'm looking forward to being able to talk to you all a little bit more about PTSD and some of the programs and the help that we have here. So PTSD is, it stands for post-traumatic stress disorder. It's a disorder that is typically diagnosed from people who've experienced trauma. And for a lot of people, the misconception is, oh, I've maybe heard of PTSD before, but it's only for military or veterans, people that have been in combat and come back and they're diagnosed with this. But the reality is those who've maybe experienced trauma in their childhood, severe car accidents, anything that causes us to have experiences, memories, visceral reactions to past events that tend to get locked in our mind and in our bodies tends to move into the PTSD diagnosis. Oftentimes, people that are diagnosed with PTSD are really going to start to notice that they're feeling signs of depression or anxiety. Some people that I work with and I've spoken with will describe flashbacks or memories that tend to pop into their mind, and it's hard to release those memories for them, or it feels as if it's no longer a memory. I am here, I'm in that experience right here and right now. Other symptoms are maybe feeling it in your body, that you notice something triggered me, and this could be an anniversary, a date, it could be a song, it could be a loud noise, something of that nature, and all of a sudden my body is tensing up. I'm feeling my jaw clenching or my shoulders, and we may not even have those memories or those thoughts come up, but we feel it in our bodies. That's another sign that it could be post-traumatic stress disorder. One of the first places that we start with people that are experiencing symptoms of PTSD, start off with talking with an individual therapist. We can then help figure out, maybe we're going to work on getting you into groups where we learn a little bit more about distress tolerance. How do we learn to tolerate those symptoms we were talking about? Or emotion regulation, when automatically I feel that anger or that deep sadness. How can I learn to regulate those emotions in the moment? Now, after starting with those things, there are a multitude of different options to pursue. Things like EMDR, eye movement desensitization and reprocessing. Really, it's a fancy term for working on rewiring your brain. So these triggers, I talked about a song, maybe triggers me to have these memories or feel these emotions, and we're working on rewiring it so I can hear that song and maybe I still think of that memory, but it no longer holds the emotional charge, that body sensation I once had, and it helps to reprocess that so I now can experience some of these activating events and no longer have the intensity that I once had. There's also things like somatic experiencing, really working on body work and how these traumas may live and experience in our bodies, and working through it instead of through our thoughts and replaying those memories, actually working through the body sensations that we have and exploring it that way. As a therapist, what I'm seeing is somebody walking in here saying, I don't think that I can continue going on with all of these symptoms. And I see them walking out those doors saying, oh my gosh, I can breathe in this moment. I can go back to work, or I can interact with my family and friends without the fear of the PTSD symptoms taking over. PTSD is something very close and personal to me, as it's something that I was able to overcome back in my 20s. And here I am now getting to be a therapist and specialized. And so what I really hope you all get from this is just this understanding that there is help out there, there's support out there, and all it takes is just that courage to say, I need some help, and I'm gonna make one phone call. And that one phone call can lead to years and decades of releasing all of these challenges that for a lot of us take over our day-to-day lives. So there's help out there. Thank you.